Let me give you an overview of the Splatter Mitigation Shield and the mounting. Okay, here's the flash bayonet plate. Now, as you can see, all these punishing rounds I put into it, especially I think the shotgun Foster slug round, it has definitely put a curve into the plate in the wrong way. And according to Gary Cola, who's the manufacturer of this and developed this prototype, it has to fit as tight as possible against this for it to perform properly. So I'm going to do my best when I mount it to get it to conform to this slightly less curvy shape, because I don't happen to have a 450-ton press or a single radius die made of tool steel, so I can't reform this plate. And it's my apologies to Gary and to his product that I can't do as good a testing as I would like with it. But obviously you would need multiple plates and multiple splatter shields to do a good test. And I thought it was extremely generous of Gary just to send this along at absolutely no cost whatsoever to me, just to test. He didn't sell this to me, he gave it to me, just as one guy to another, you know, guy with no credentials whatsoever like me, saying, hey, can I test this? I want to post a video on YouTube and test this. Sure, go ahead. I don't care. I hope I don't make it look bad, Gary, because this is an excellent product, and I really like your idea of the splatter shield because it's inexpensive. You know, you've got to look for cost-effective solutions. And so I think what I'm going to be able to do is I'm going to be able to clamp it so that this metal here is very, very tight, and then I'm going to do my best to deform it here and get that to be really, really tight. Up here is not a problem. This is tight. It's right here, there's a little gap because I punished it with a 12 gauge slug, is what I think, honestly. So let me get on to the clamping. I'll show you guys the whole process so you understand what I'm doing. What I'm going to do here, trying to get the best result I can, is I'm going to just clamp down one edge at a time and give myself hopefully enough space here. Jack that a little more. Myself enough space here that I can fold that flange over and keep it really tight to it. Then crank down to the best of my ability. Alright, that's that. Let me grab a big hammer. Okay, there's the big hammer. Alright. What I'm trying to do is get a nice little crease right where the plate is. Get that really tight. Clamp's got to move. It's in the way. Get it a little bit further inboard. Clamp the heck out of it. Oh, that's it. Yeah, let's see if I can get that to go down. This one in a little bit. Okay. Get out of my way. Okay. Okay. Get this out of my way. And then we'll move it around to the other side. Okay, that's folded over pretty tight to that one edge. Alright, I'm just going to repeat it on the other side now. I know this may not be absolutely fascinating, but the reason I capture this whole process is so that if I have any flaws in it, and Gary wants to say, hey, maybe you should have done this or done that, I want him to be able to see it and say, what the heck were you doing? You screwed the whole process up, man. I told you how to do it, and then you did it wrong. Well, I'm really trying my best to make this, work out, guys. Just doing my best. What I got. Alright, now we want this to fold up over that edge really tight. Hey Hanson, I'm not wearing gloves. Frickin' weirdo. I want to feel it, do you? I don't think you want to feel this. Oh my God. Get that sucker down. Get up there. Alright, it right down there because it is what it is at this point. Okay, over here as tight as possible. Okay, it's going to repeat the whole process here, except this is going to be a little trickier because I got to try and draw this in more. Let me make sure I'm still in frame here. You guys get to see all this good action here. It's manly hammering type action. Very manly. Considering that I was flat out on my back the day before with some sort of flu bug, I must be pretty excited about this whole process, huh? I must be pretty damn excited about it. Yeah, I can feel it drawing up more, yeah. See, it may not bend the AR500, but it'll definitely bend the mild steel in combination with it. That's going to be hard to do. What I'm going to try and do, get a little more height on that so I can get ahead. Yeah, that's right. Get those pretty close together. Just to try and pull that center section in more like it's supposed to be. Okay. Alright. It's pretty well conformed, I think. I can cheat on the edges because they're already there. Get these wrapped. Get this center section. Dial it in there. Get the press right up on it. Wow. Feels like I'm going right through the whole table. Alright, I think, even though the plate was deformed, I think I've salvaged it because you can see it's going right around it now. Nice sharp crease on it now. Okay. Wow. Oh boy, that clamp is really on there. Okay. Anyway, I'll finish forming that. Okay. Well, that's done. I got a couple more to go. This is the fun part, huh, guys? You guys are going to fast forward through this anyway, aren't you? You bastards. You don't care. You don't care about my sweat and toil, do you? It doesn't even matter. I could have faked it all. I could have spray painted this on. Okay, let's go. Get this puppy conformed right into that shield. Oh, yeah. Yeah, buddy. Come on, baby. draw up. Alright, now. Okay, and getting a good crease there, so that's good. Okay. You were waiting for me to hit my finger against there, weren't you? I know you were. I think I'm going to put my thumb in and just hit it. Something stupid like that so I can get on YouTube. I'm already on YouTube, guys. I don't have to be any stupider than I already am. Hello? There goes my Paduke. And no, that isn't a code word for something else. It's my Paduke. Alright, now clamp this one down. Same. Just keep doing the same thing. So we don't have any variations on the success rate. Get that baby formed right into that metal. Good. Just back a little bit. I can slam it down. You know, this actually doesn't, I think this makes the plate look okay. I mean, if you actually put one of these babies on yourself, just to have it on your own plate, if he actually sells them. I don't know if Gary sells these or not. These splatter mitigation things. I'll have to ask him. But, I mean, it doesn't make the plate look bad at all. It looks very nice. Now, this is being set up to prevent rifle round splatter. Gary told me that to set it up for pistol round splatter is a completely different setup. So, and after seeing how much fun it was slamming this on here, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it off and reuse it for pistol round splatter testing. Even though I do have the material he recommended, and I could do it. Just a matter of whether I can salvage this shield. I'm not really sure, guys. It's pretty well formed on there. I guess maybe I can pry it open. I'll do that off camera. That looks very time consuming. Okay. Yeah, I'm about to rattle my micrometer. And digital calipers. Digital calipers are about to go flying. And everything else. Template, water bits. Okay, yeah, that's a lot of slamming. Alright. I think that's pretty well installed. It's pretty well tight to it. And Gary, I hope I did you proud on your prototype here. It's an awesome idea. I think it's a great idea. And I'm going to go test it right now. Okay, we've got the 308, which as you can see is a substantially large rifle caliber cartridge. We've got the Splatter Mitigation Shield, the prototype, installed for rifle performance. Okay, according to what Gary told me. Did the best I could. And we've got this box, which I think works pretty good to contain this. Okay, because it's approximately the same size. Slide that puppy in there. Right. Close it up. And that way we'll really see. One thing I need to do is I think I need to tape the top of this, guys. Yeah, the USPS box glue stuff doesn't work all that great when it's, I'm trying to get around the other side of it here. Just to tape it down so that that'll actually stay in place long enough to do our test. It doesn't have to be very secure. Okay, so let's get this thing zoomed in on the old hay bale again. And that hay bale's nice camo for the dirt back there, isn't it? Maybe I should dress like a hay bale so I could blend in. Okay, so this is the front of it. Of a 0 oblique as possible, guys, so we can get a good pattern off of it. And I'm really curious to see how this works. So without further ado, let me chamber this whopping huge cartridge here to my beautiful new rifle. Draw back the hammer, and away we go. Dead center. Okay. Now let me zoom back out. Right. Get my ears off so I'm not yelling. Boy, he wasn't kidding when he said that rifle shoots nice. Man, I mean, I almost feel like getting out a tape measure to see whether or not that's perfectly centered. That is gorgeous. Okay. Do you see any splatter, guys? You remember the other test I did in the box? Remember the other test I did in the box with the splatter? Isn't that a beautiful thing? Isn't that a beautiful thing? Gary! Gary, you're a genius, man! A cost-effective splatter mitigation shield that doesn't involve expensive aramid fibers. Yes, man. You win. You won. Wow. When I did that, a little puff of smoke comes out. See the smoke coming out? Look at that. Holy crap. What's burning inside here? I gotta know. Here, let me peel this thing off. It's got a peeler thing on this side. Slide that puppy out. Let's see. Wow. Wow. Wow, look at that. It didn't even go through the cardboard. It did make a whole bunch of lead. Look at the smoke coming out of there. As the guy on Will It Blend says, 308 smoke. Don't breathe this. Wow. Come on. The carrot thing didn't tear. I'm getting frustrated now. This camera's a little wiggly. Hang on, guys. I gotta get it out of there. Okay, now let me extract it this way. Look at the little lead bits that fell down. That is fascinating to me. Wow. Check it out, guys. So you can see I wasn't anywhere near 0 oblique either. I came in at an angle. You can see the angle. Sorry, I still don't know where this camera lens is. Or look at the button that I push, and I assume that's where the lens is, right? But it isn't. So, look, just a little bit of splatter came out the side. Just a little bit. And probably also because this thing was a little deformed, and there were shots there. I was really aiming for this part here, and I just got lucky and hit it dead center, right? That's not what I wanted, because there's the other shot, and there's the other shot. So there was already a cavity behind this, and it still worked. I think that this is an undamaged plate with a perfectly applied splatter shield that you wouldn't have even had those tiny little tear outs. It's just a quick follow-up. The camera shut off, I'm not sure why, and I tried to film some more after that, and it didn't record it. Not sure why. So I just wanted to follow up to say that the Splatter Mitigation Shield appears to work perfectly. The plate was damaged. It had already received 2 .308 rounds and a 12 gauge Foster slug that had deformed it, so there was a slight gap between the metal and the plate. If the metal was flat up against the plate, I have a feeling that there would have been absolutely no escaping slag from that round. I just want to thank Gary at Bainitesteel.com one more time for sending me that test plate and your prototype splatter shield to test and show everyone here on YouTube. It was very generous of you and very brave of you. And it shows that you know your stuff works because you're not afraid to give it to a schmuck like me and let me show everybody how it works. I hope this brings you some customers, Gary. I hope this brings you some success because your product is outstanding and you think outside the box, and I like both of those things. Thank you so much.